Hello and welcome. You're watching Don Bosco Media Network. This is Simone Lisa Rumbai, bringing to you the news and events from Meghalaya. Here are the headlines for today. Enraged mob attempts to murder CM at Tura. Veterinary hospital turns into a liquor hub in Bakmara. Aham celebrates its 5th Foundation Day. And KSU unveils passenger shed built for the people of the region. Another news in detail. Dr. L.R. Bishnoi, Director General of Police, informed the media persons on the evening of the 25th of July that the incident on the night of the 24th July, a mob of protesters attacked the Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma in the mini secretariat at Tura, attempting to murder him on the same night. The DGP informed that he is sure that there is a plot to murder the Chief Minister somewhere. He informed that the security forces protecting the Chief Minister had done their part to save him from the clutches of the enemies. On the 24th July, the Chief Minister met with the protesters outside the mini secretariat who demanded the winter capital in Tura and the reservation policy from the year 1974. Initially, the meeting between the Chief Minister and the protesters was a peaceful one which started at 3:15 p.m. and ended peacefully at 5:45 p.m. However, in a turn of events, suddenly at 6:45 to 7 p.m., a group of almost 500 people who were in no way involved in the meeting marched towards the mini secretariat, approaching the Chief Minister and his government. Wasting no time, they started pelting stones at the office, and the windows of the office was shattered with stones, making their way to the rooms inside. About 20 police of the state, CRPF and Home Guard sustained injuries from the stone pelting. More than 20 vehicles were damaged and few were burned down to ashes. The police immediately investigates the houses of suspected people involved in the unlawful act, and 19 were apprehended in the evening. There are about 26 persons who are still to be tracked down with video evidence.
We are here to brief you about yesterday's unfortunate incident at Dakogri, Tura, where the Honorable CM was holding meeting at mini secretariat with 18 number of representatives from the various NGOs, namely your Archic Conscious Holistically Integrated CREMA, All India Garo Union, All Archic Youth Forum, All Archic Youth Welfare Society, Garo State Movement Council, New Tura Development Forum, United Garo People's Forum. Other than these NGOs, one senior citizens from Tura, one church representative from Tura, one research scholar of the Garo community, and one the advocate from the Garo NGOs. The total 18 number of persons, they were holding meeting with the Honorable Chief Minister at mini secretariat office in Tura. The meeting started at 3:15 p.m. and it continued till 5:45 p.m. It was a long marathon meeting where the discussions were basically concentrated on the demands by the various NGOs in general and two demands in specific. First, the winter capital at Tura, and secondly, the implementations of reservations of the roster policy with retrospective effect. So most they were discussing in a very, very peaceful ambience. So when the meeting was about to over, then suddenly the crowd started shouting slogans outside the mini secretariats. So Honorable Chief Minister sent certain NGO members outside the mini secretariat office to convince the crowd and not to create scene there. But the crowd became more violent and they instantly started pelting stones on police personnel, on vehicles, on the buildings. And the NGO members, they went inside and they briefed the Honorable Chief Minister. They also categorically told Honorable Chief Minister that the youth, many youth, they were not the part of their NGOs. They appeared first time at the under strike site and they were never a part of any discussions, and the NGOs, they never recognized such youths. So they came first time on the sites and immediately they created scene there. So after that, the police tried to convince them. They became more violent, and after that, police resorted to mild lathi charge. And when the crowd did not budge, then ultimately the police fired the few tear smoke shells. And after a great, you know, actions, ultimately the crowd dispersed after 2 hours. For 2 hours, the crowd initially they dispersed, formed small groups in the nearby hillocks, and they started pelting stones intermittently. Because of that, it continued for almost 2 hours. So, in the whole actions, the we have during the post-incident investigation stage, the Tura police they found that it was the pre-planned conspiracy to attack Honorable Chief Minister and to damage him physically. Why they are saying like this? Because they gathered clinching evidence that money was distributed on 23rd July to some of the youths to create the scene violence there on the site. Secondly, on the 23rd July, the many bottles of liquors were distributed to the youth, and the many youth they came with the plastic jerrycans full of the kerosene along with matchboxes and the lighters, and the many stones were lying there, and the tent were pitched, so that is why the bamboos were also available. And on the sports, they started giving inciting speeches where the Honorable Chief Minister was abused and threatened. And they provoked the crowd to cause physical damage to Honorable Chief Minister, and even they insisted that we can go for the extreme step like murder, etc. So these that it was a pre-planned conspiracy to cause physical damage to Honorable Chief Ministers. The police maintained restraints for a couple of hours, and even knowing that they are causing huge damage to our vehicles, police did not decide to go for fighting to avoid the casualty of the other peaceful youth who were there and taking part in the agitation. You know the total, the 19 number of the 21 number of the vehicles were damaged. The 4 vehicles set on the fires. Out of 4, 2 were completely burnt. One was Gypsy, and the second was the Bolero police vehicles. And the 17 vehicles got damaged by pelting stones. Either the glass panes were broken or the body parts of the vehicles were damaged. Out of the 17 vehicles damaged, 5 unfortunately belonged to the Honorable Chief Minister Karkek. The vehicles were parked inside the mini secretariat. The MLA, the William Nagar MLA vehicle was also broken, was also damaged. The Deputy Secretary of Honorable Chief Minister vehicle was also targeted and partially damaged. 2 civil department vehicles were damaged. 4 Meghalaya police vehicles were damaged. 1 ambulance, the ambulance which was carrying the injured police personnel to civil hospital Tura was also targeted, and the side window glass panes were broken. And other than that, 3 private vehicles were partially damaged. So total 18 persons got injured. The 10 Meghalaya police personnel, 8 male and 2 females. The 1 home guard, the lady home guard was also injured, and the 7 CRPF police personnel also got physical injuries. So in total, the total 18 personnel got injured. The incidents, and the police rescued the Honorable Chief Minister, and the Honorable Chief Minister went to his residence, and he appealed all the citizens to maintain peace and calm. So total yesterday night, the police whole night conducted a massive search after identifications of the accused. With the help of the video footage given by the press reporter, we have identified total 26 numbers of the culprits who indulged in unprovoked violence, and then total 19 number of the accused so far arrested. Out of 19, the 17 are female and 2 are the male accused. We also identified one of the main conspirator, Sarseng R. Marak, who was earlier police, I think, RC, and in 2012 he was dismissed from the service for prolonged absence, and he has affiliations with some political party because he tried to contest elections, MDC elections from the Siju of the South Aravalli districts. So now situation is under fully control, and I categorically state here that we will not spare anyone whoever indulged in the violence and tried to cause damage to the vehicles of government officials and also try to attack the chief minister. They will not be spared and they will be behind the bars soon. Police is on hunt for most of the conspirators. They have been identified and the police is conducting consistently raid since last night, and we have deployed extra forces there, and I have sent the IGP land order to get there and monitor the whole situation. So now situation is under fully control, and the CRPF and the 2nd Meghalaya Police Battalion personnel are deployed. We have registered a case. The complaint was lodged by the Meghalaya Civil Service officer, Mr. Dapling D. Sangma, and on the basis of he was duty magistrate, on the basis of his complaint, we have registered a case, that is RIMI police station case number 16/23 under various sections of IPC. We have also applied the section of the Meghalaya Maintenance Public Order Act 2010 and the PDPT Act, that is the Prevention of Damage to Public Property Act 1984. And other than that, we have seized substantial numbers of the incriminating materials from the place of occurrence that indicates that the whole incident was pre-planned and conspiracy was hatched to attack Honorable Chief Minister and cause physical damage to him. So far we have seized tons of stones, pebbles from the PO, and 50 numbers of the bamboos used as sticks to beat up the police personnel. We have seized 20 number of catapults, and we have seized 1 jerrycan full of kerosene oil, and we have also seized 25 number of alcohol bottles from the spot, including 2 lighters, 12 number of matchboxes, and 25 number of half-burnt matchsticks. That the whole incident was pre-planned and the conspiracy was hatched to attack Honorable Chief Minister and cause damage. Once again, I reiterate that we will not spare anyone, and whoever is found in the hatching conspiracy and involved in the incident will be behind the bar very soon. Now I request to brief
for this Amul cold drink from a shopkeeper there, and he says that he didn't have money, and he says that he will pay later. Then, however, the shopkeeper she refused to give in because he is not having money. Then at the time there was a scuffle with her. Then immediately son of this lady came to rescue her, and there was a scuffle between the two. Then this boy ran away. Then after half an hour or so, he came back with 4 boys. So then when he came there, then they had scuffling this and that, and they have another mandir also. So they have assaulted this lady and the son. Then after that, they ran away to the destination where they had gone. Then after that incident, the police came to know. Then immediately the officers from Jalipara post rushed to the spot, and of course senior officers, including SPCT, has gone to the spot to take stock of the situation. Then after we have identified the footage from the camera and so on, so we have identified the culprits who were involved in this incident. So last night, the East Kasik Police immediately swung into action, the whole night gun operation. Then we have arrested 3 persons and apprehended 2 juvenile boys. So then after receiving FIR, a case has been registered in Building 3. Case number is 9107-2023 under section 323/447/394 and 34 IPC. So this 3 will be produced today in the court, and of course this 2 juvenile will be dealt as per the GGB Act. And the intervention will be done properly. For all these 3 boys, and action will be taken as per the law. So this also attending that case.
Vivek, you would like?
channels that because it happened in the temple premises, so middle color was given to it. I'd like to assert out here that from our preliminary investigation, in fact, it's a very nascent stage. It actually happened to be an assault out there resulting from robbery and trying to snatch things from there, and it was assault arising out of the altercation which they had, and had nothing to do with any religious fervor or religious hostility or animosity with the temple. So it is one-off case where actually it has nothing to do with any religious affiliation. That is one thing. But investigation, that's why we've asked for further 5 days police custody to ascertain all the facts of the matter so that we come to a proper conclusion of the case. And in fact, we had also seen that one of the accused had an implement which he used. Okay, so we need to recover that. They also in the FIR there's also snatching of money and mobile phones of the complainants. So we need to recover that, for which we have asked for police custody.
On the 24th July, Sonji M. Sangma from South Garo Hills submitted a complaint letter to the Deputy Commissioner against the Department of Animal Husbandry and Veterinary Hospital about the sale of illegal liquor in Jadigite Market Area, South Garo Hills District. In the written complaint to Deputy Commissioner, the Department of Animal Husbandry and Veterinary Hospital from South Garo Hills District, the illegal sale of liquor was mentioned, which was taking place openly at many small shops in Jarigite Market. He added that the office might be running short of staffs and working without any doctors, which has created lots of problems to the public who are in need of service in regular basis. He then urged the government to halt the illegal sale of liquor under the jurisdiction of this area. The Achik Holistic Awakening Movement, AHAM, celebrated a significant milestone as it marked 5 years since its conception on the 23rd of July 2018. The celebration held at Tura saw the gathering of numerous men, religious leaders and members of voluntary groups. Braven M. Marak, one of the prominent figures in AHAM, warmly welcomed all the participants who had gathered to commemorate the occasion. In his address, Reverend Puran M. Sangma emphasized the importance of aligning oneself with the principles of God in all the association's endeavors. During the event, George Prince, the president of AHAM, provided a brief overview of the association's services to the community over the past 5 years. He commended AHAM for acknowledging the occasion and paying tribute to its pioneers. He expressed his optimism for the association's future, stating his belief that AHAM will continue to serve the people in the years to come.
Insting Marak, ada sini generasi kita rumah. Nanti desa ana, alo pangan pakai di bawah madinga, mana hazan semua member rumah.
Dal tengah ya Sihosok tentang menca sini bersibunga aham yang bau ni bersibunga wani ko tengah dal foundation deko mani ha ini tentang sini Assam State Zone, Plateau Hills, all over Garo sini block zonal rang unit rang sabit di berang ya tumbone tumbi mone na ba ahamnya chini ko iskra na ta ye ba to paha take singa suni batang gaman si bungani ko niple tang tang jatna sona kham kana chachirang ko dakaha aro resolution rang ko raha aro singa tang tang pamorang ko kamati ya aska sungni suronam rogni men aro jerak ba agenda rang ko singa government na ba dewan rang ko khana kata singa ban kaya chung ba isurang ni bidingo singa bichakanirang ko dakaha aro aska sungni tumtomanina suram rogunina akan somayon singa bichakanirang ko pamorang ko kamati bichakanirang ko dakaha Irang ko nang na dalo ino aga bunya tataman jawa diba sumay sokum nasimang na singa ya singi demani memorandum ni kofirang ko nasimang na sa swalge no nasimang tataman.
In a significant development for the people of the region, the Khasi Students Union KSU's art unit has unveiled 2 passenger sheds in Sart He and Sart Rit. The sheds were built by the members of the union with funds contributed by private individuals from the area. The unveiling ceremony held on July 25th was attended by several prominent individuals, including Shempanglang El Mauplang, former Vice President of KSU Women's Wing, and James Hitler Maupnyang, General Secretary of the North Khasi Hills District Unit, who is also the Secretary of Legal Affairs for the KSU Women's Wing, Prosper Lingdo, the President of this art unit, along with other office bearers and community members were also present. During the occasion, Shempanglang El Mauplang and James Hitler Maupnyang emphasized the importance of maintaining the newly constructed passenger sheds. They urged the public to take care of these facilities as they have been built for the benefit of everyone in the region.
Cakap kali laplet pajba nandu mentang sengi dalam penakam ya kan ye penakam hok ya ka kumbalap temu ya ka daka KSU sat unit publishable
to pembra begini cakap kali play pajba mentang si kap santri.
In a shocking incident on the evening of July 24th, a shoe-wear store located at Yamusiang Jowai, adjacent to the SBI Bank, was engulfed in flames. Eyewitnesses reported that the store, belonging to the late B. Lalu, caught fire after closing hours. Prompt action was taken by the witnesses, who immediately contacted the local police authorities and the fire and emergency service. Firefighters rushed to the scene and successfully extinguished the raging flames, preventing further damage to the store and neighboring establishments. Upon investigation, it was discovered that the fire originated from a problem in the store's circuit box. The exact cause of the circuit malfunction is yet to be determined. According to recent news, the Khasi Sepngi Federation RKSF of West Khasi Hills District met with Rakam A. Sangma, the Minister of Education and in charge of development in border areas on July 24th. During the meeting, the RKSF submitted a memorandum to the minister addressing their concerns about the development in all border areas of West Khasi Hills and Assam. The memorandum highlighted the need for infrastructure development, including roads, tap water, electricity, education, and healthcare facilities such as PHCs or sub-centers. Additionally, the union requested free registration of lands under dispute areas to ensure peaceful living. The RKSF also urged the government to upgrade the police outpost at Langpi to a police station, enhancing the security of the region.
Nakalian kami ka Khasi Sepngi Federation
kota Rapok di Master District yang kajuni wan sebut dengan memorandum i sejuni i Ratma Sangma di Kabinet Minister berdepit ya product area development. Banyak lagi kajuni wan hal ni ban ai kan dengan memorandum halal kimat bayahap Rapok jong ki product area. Kabalong ma i sibun di Rapok ki product area kabahap kamtam ya ki development. Kiba haduk mentang lalai besang ban lepek ya kini ki product area nilap lagi guna bah ka development kade ka surok kawai pada ka bat kunjuru ya ka education ni bakini ki guna bah apa ki bodar area kaput jungi kene kala ngajungi ni ai kene mandam khnang ba mai ila ban pej berkam tam ila ban pej bah ya kane ka than ki jungi bat kam tam ni labu hakmadu ya kane ka langpi kade ka police outpost Tengi kuah bana kalian ke jong in aino saka police station in aino bakan de kalong permanent no kham nang bakin la ban sak kri kham ba yo pai ba ka thang jong.
The Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council KHADC has made a significant decision to organize a grand monolith festival in Mauplang, Meghalaya. The Chief Executive Member CEM of KHADC Penyat Singh Aim made the announcement on the 25th of July, creating an air of excitement and anticipation amongst the public. The Monolith Festival, scheduled to take place in December this year, aims to showcase a mesmerizing display of various monoliths, attracting the attention of countless individuals. During the festival, visitors can expect a diverse range of materials and formations, each possessing its own unique charm.
Reporters, print but electronic media kiba one but cover kita executive committee meeting jungi they dan lang ni but deputy CM one ya brief lang ki kan ni tali ki rai ki bangina shim ha kan ni ka sni ha bai de kan ni ka executive committee meeting ko ba ar jong kan ni ka isi bat mai te ka baningkom na kalian jong ka isi ngila dan ka jing thu ban bat nilarai ru akan ke isi mintas ni bahkan ni ke isi batumai kan pelaj lani kan tun kuit no ya baru kini ki areas ki ba sa jong ki employees ki jungi ki staff ki jungi ki officers ki notre baru klem da jer keteng ya ka ba kum kano kata ka areas de baru ki ba la kan thup lang ru wat ya ka areas jong ki prangut ki ex MDC ki bela job ia ka case baki day ban yo ka pension te bat kaniru ke areas ka don kumba arp saulak tam te ringkat bat ki areas jongki present employees ki badang don menta ki staff ki officer bat kumjuru ka areas ka badai ka benefit ni ka jingyo benta jongki staff ki bela retired lani ki officers bela retired baru ka kot jan kumban riu kulur shiteng ya kani nak kalian ka isi ila shim da ka we ka rai ba ngin pelai no shen ya kani ka areas baru shikini badai ban yo the Monolith Festival ila shim ya ka rai ban penlong tahun ni penai Disember the ka nongrim bangi penlong ya kani kalong bangi kwa ban showcase ne ban peni sheperthai ya ka jeng ruspa jakariti to store ka jumi ka culture ka jumi but ya kan ni ka Monolith Festival kan compare menta kasien namar ya kan ni ngin sai training ba state government ba tourism department they kan come here let's say kan bon ki items ki bon ki bangin happen ya training state government kam tam bangila don ni ka Khasi Heritage Village hentai nadu kapor i deputy CM hatu kapor ki sedang but ni shisha ba ki bon ba ki ba kwa ban tip ban ngam jeleu ban sutu khambhai ka jat juni tang limba ka jing let jongki hapo Khasi Heritage Village hapo Mauplang desi kila la ban sutu malumala kumno ka jinglong jingman bat na e ka thamai jungi Khasi ni mi dan ni im te kata te bat yakani hi ka jing penlong ka Monolith Festival nget skamba sai hisin pat ki tourist ne ki bril jong ka jela dan ni jong kari India ne shabar jong kari India ru kintip chpang ka jat Khasi te ka ba khaddu pat ka ding la shimru ikarai ke isi bangin pentre kamno ya ka igram portal kanika portal kanika online portal bede kanika ikram suraj kat kumka guidelines jongka 15 finance commission bangin upload no yekino no ki proposal ki detail plan estimate ki jingtmu ki jongi ki project ki bangi mut manwara ki constituency ki cakap repair but kunjuru banla ban submit ki UC hakapor ka babiang but ia kani ngila shim makarai bahadian beladan bun ki meetings but state government but paramangi hangi ke IT department, ke finance, ke engineering wing, kunjuru ki way ki department bengia dan lang mentasi hakini ke isi la shim ni kalai ba ngin pentrekam na du August hakini ka igram portal portal ke bakat kum ke guidelines joka 15 finance commission kini di katu kat ni de sikum Meghalaya so
So viewers, that is all we have for today. Until we meet again, thank you for watching.